to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi. Oh my God. Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back. We both got new hair. Watch the YouTube so you can see our hair.
Yeah.
That's important.
You know what?
Right?
That's amazing.
Making points.
I'm
making points.
This is synthetic.
Yeah.
Rosie.
Yeah.
I love her.
I realize some of the listeners don't really know what we look like because we got some pure listeners. Like people who only listen and don't be on Twitter or don't be doing none of that. We're really hot bitches. So if...
I had a sneeze revving up for like 30 seconds.
Have you seen that TikTok where it's like bitches who make sneezing their whole personality?
Is it a Michelle?
I don't know. It's not her. It was a white lady. Britt pointed it out to me, and it's like, you know, like bitches with the cute sneeze.
I sound like fucking Donald Duck when I sneeze.
Yeah, mine's a mix. Sometimes I have a cute sneeze, but sometimes I sneeze like a pit bull, and it is not
no,
cute. Yeah, it's not cute at all.
Yeah, it's not a cute sneeze.
But yeah, what's your joke of the week, girl? Let's get into it. We got structure around this bitch. I'm Talley,
and we're here. So yeah, we gotta start introducing ourselves. People are new. Yeah, no.
That's fine. No, it's fine. I need to be a better sport about that. I hate being perceived. I just want to be the radio troll.
You know, try to guess who's who by the voices.
Yeah.
My joke of the week is I was in LA this past weekend, and me and my friend Alexa was like, "Oh my God, we should go to Universal." Excuse me, because our hotel was like right there. We walked to that bitch. So we went to concierge, got some tickets to Universal. Walked to that bitch, and they have the new Super Nintendo World.
Okay.
Nigga. That was the most fucking fun I've had in my fucking life, just being in there. Like, it's only one ride, and the wait was 280 minutes all day. I'm not waiting 3 hours for a fucking ride. Fuck y'all. But just being in it was so fucking fun. But my joke of the week is we were there so annoyed at the fact that children were there. Because why aren't y'all niggas in school? But it's like, we're at fucking Super Mario World, bitch. It's gonna be kids there. Why are you mad there are kids at a kid place?
I don't know, man. I'm on your side about it.
No, I'm on my side,
Yeah,
too.
I'm on your side about it.
I get why I was mad, but I also get why they were there. But why are you here?
As a childless... I'm at the age where I should have children, and people keep like letting me know that that's a thing. So like when I go places, like yesterday, you know, I do my hot girl walks in the park, so I, you know, like get sunlight and like stay alive. And I was walking, and it was just loose kids everywhere in the park on a Tuesday, and I'm like loudly complaining on the phone. I'm like, what? Who are these kids? Whose kids is this? And then I had to be reminded that like it's May. Children are getting out of school and starting camps and shit. And I'm like, oh, it's field day. Gross. Yeah. Gross.
And I'm not even like, oh, I hate kids. I'm not even a hate kids kind of person, but like, why are they around me? And I'm trying to have fun.
I only want children around me when I want children around me. I don't want to be surprised with kids. Yes. Like, it's just so bad. And they don't understand like boundaries. Like, it was like a track. And they done took their little soccer game to the walking part of the track, and it wasn't in the grass anymore. I was like, oh, yeah, I need to go home. I have 2 jokes of the week, but I'm only going to do one. Yeah. Okay. Stuff was funny this week. Stuff was funny.
But it don't mean so much to kids as they damn mammies and pappies. Because why is your child doing shit they're not supposed to be doing?
I do a joke that only hits with other childless adults about how, like, you can tell when parents have had too many children and regret some of them. You know what I'm saying? And so they just make the kid everybody else's problem. And I can't mind my business, and I do love children. I want them to be protected. Like, you will just see a loose baby in a Home Depot. Like, why is this loose, soggy pamper baby just over here by the chainsaws? Like, now it's me. Now it's my responsibility.
You
said that too,
like, we're responsible for, like, community is being responsible for every child around you. Like, I feel responsible. Like, where's man going? Because now I'm going wherever he's going because I need to make sure he's safe because you obviously don't give a fuck.
It was a little black girl just digging in the trash at the park yesterday, and she was well kept, so she wasn't a homeless, which would have concerned me more, because why are you homeless and alone? What's happening here? But she was just digging in the trash. I think she was looking, what I think happened, if I had to guess, was that she threw away the candy part of her Lunchable. So she was, because she came out with a Lunchables box. But she was just in the trash, and I just stood there like a fucking freak, waiting on her to complete whatever this mission was, because where are your people? And I could not move from that spot until I saw you go back to some human beings, and then the mama's just sitting over there, much like I would be, getting wine drunk. And I'm like, the baby is in the receptacle. Get the goddamn child. Get the goddamn child.
And because she's a black girl, now I gotta watch her.
Now I'm double responsible because it was white kids jumping out of trees, and I kept going. I kept going.
You'll be fine. The world is yours.
Yep, you'll figure it out.
But Lil Naya, I'm watching Naya.
Yes, Nevaeh.
Oh, that was my next name. Nevaeh's getting watched.
Yes, I made sure she got back to her people.
Good.
But she was getting at Reese's.
It was so funny because I had a similar situation at church. Because this little girl, she was like 2. She was watching Coco Melon and some shit on the phone. And it's Easter. And she's wandering off. I said, hey, your baby. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out her name. Look, Dior
They
Chanel
left
is
the name
fucking walking
Dior
around.
Chanel.
Dior Chanel is just waddling away. And she's like, girl, she know better. She not waddling away. I was like, okay.
It's a waddle.
Literally, as soon as I was like, okay. She waddles against it. Get Dior Chanel.
Get the baby. I was in the fucking airport, and it was goddamn a little girl. She was in a little white girl in her Little Mermaid clothes, her tutu, having a goddamn blast, and she's walking. She's just fucking getting it. You know, I'm already tired. I'm in the ghetto part of the airport, the D1, D2 gates, when you got the emergency Spirit flights. So I'm already irritated that I'm down there. I gotta take this long ass walk. She just walking, and her parents are like really booking it, like without her. And so like it's like cones and shit, like where they've blocked off like an area that's clearly dangerous. The floor is like drilled up and shit, and she's just walking. So I'm like, hey guys, like trying to get the parents, because I don't want, because the only way to stop her from doing this is to grab her. So she's like inching closer to the shit, and I'm like, hey,
you don't want to touch the baby.
And clearly they're ignoring my nigger voice in the airport, because you don't think I'm talking to you because I'm a hard ER. So I'm like, hey guys, they're fucking just getting it. You know how white people be walking out fast and shit. Yeah. So she gets like, say this is the thing, she gets right here, and I just kind of grab her up like a pit bull and just smush her towards her parents. And then the mom, when I touch her, now you look back and you're like, what you doing to my kid? I said,
she was about to go in the goddamn lava.
She was about to fall in the quicksand. So what was I supposed to do about it?
Your goddamn baby.
Then the mom was like, oh, thanks, I really appreciate that. You thought I was trying to nap your white baby, didn't you?
In the airport.
In the airport of all places.
Now when I want to jail for kidnapping white baby.
I'm getting on the no-fly list.
I'm on the no-fly list.
Wow, that's crazy.
You think I want both to happen? I'm trying to save fucking Hunter, what the fuck they named it? Ceiling fan's life.
Ceiling fan.
Trying to save the fucking baby's life.
It's so funny. The kids be having such creative names, and then the dog be named Jeff. Why people?
Why the dog the only regular name person?
Only regular name in the house. This baby name, no, that's actually a black girl name. Never mind. Shout out to Choice. I was gonna say Choice.
No, Choice is
cute. That's a cute name.
Yeah, Choice is, that's Negro.
It's very Negro.
The girls are liking Oakland a lot.
Oakland.
I've seen a lot on the TikTok.
You seen that girl who's the baby name consultant? White people just get to make up jobs.
Girl, yes, and she's guessing like celebrity baby names, and then she'd be right, and that be the fucked up crazy thing.
Yeah. Something, I know Rumor was one of them, but the girls are, I think that's a vintage name, and it's coming back, because you know Rumor Willis is named Rumor. We're getting off topic. We're doing it. We're doing that thing that we be doing. We're doing the thing that we be doing. My joke of the week is so funny that you brought up poop earlier. I have 2 jokes of the week, but one of them was really sad, so I'll do that one next. Next time. But I went walking in the park because Rodney was at my apartment, and I don't like to work out in front of people. It really stresses me out. So I was like, I'm just going to go to the park and go for a walk. Mind you, I try so hard to use the bathroom before I walk over to that park, because I would just go home. Like, if I have to use the bathroom, I'm not coming back to finish the workout. So I sat on the toilet for as long as I could trying to use the bathroom, and I'm like, okay, great, nothing's going on. So I get to the park. I'm doing 3 miles. I get about 1.5 miles into my walk. I'm on the phone with my mom. My stomach twists into a fucking, it's like, you know how you wring a towel out? That's what my stomach did. I was on the phone with my mom. I said, oh.
You know, your stomach do that. You can't do nothing but be calm. It's just like,
because if I'd made any other movement, I was like, I think I need to go home and shit. And my mom was like, how much you got left in your walk? I was like, oh, like 1.5 miles. So I was like, maybe I'll try to finish it. I took like 4 more steps, and I said, today's the day. I'm gonna shit in this fucking park. I'm gonna shit myself. That's literally what it felt like. I'm gonna shit myself in this park. I said, oh, I need to go home now. And I didn't have my keys because Rodney was in the apartment. So I was like, I had to call Rodney and be like, hey, if you don't ever take me serious, I need you to be standing at the door when I walk up. I need to get in there. I'm gonna shit my pants. I had to call my mom back. She's like, oh my God, are you gonna shit yourself in the park? I'm like, I think so. I had to, first of all, shout out to my little virgin booty hole because I had to clench it together. I had to.
No. What are you trying to say?
You and your butthole, that's your business. But over here.
Because it's giving like, oh, I'm not like other girls because my booty hole is tight.
I'm not like other girls and my booty hole is tight.
It's giving you think you're better than me because your booty hole's a virgin.
There it is. You got it. You got it.
Am I being slut shamed? Is this how I used to do people in 2011?
Time to do some good old fashioned slut shaming. No. It's more so that I'm scared. You know, I'm not into the butt stuff.
Yeah.
I'm all set, man. I'm good. I'm not that adventurous. And I be doing other shit. So it's like, if you're not pleased with the shit I'm doing, maybe we shouldn't be around. If you just gotta get up in that butt, I'm the wrong bitch. I'm sorry. Nice little pinky, nice little thumb. I'm all set. I don't need a dick up the butt. I'm all good.
It's fine.
I'm sure it feels great.
No,
I'm sure it feels fantastic.
Especially if your coochie's tired, like you know them weekends, like you like a vacation weekend when you just your coochie just, and it's like it's tired.
I mean, I just be sucking dick though. I don't want because I still got to do all the things that I would do with butt sex. I still got to move.
I know, but it feels just as great.
We don't got no prostate, do we?
I don't know, but it's something in there that feels good.
I mean, that's what I've been told, but I'm all set. And then also, like, I've got a very weak stomach, and just I told you I had a surprise shit.
I got to be like, hey, I'm gonna need you to stop because I'm about to shit on you.
I've already shat in the bed by accident during sex once, so I'm all set.
Forgot about that. Okay.
No, it's all good.
What I find funny about your joke of the week, as we move on because we're doing that thing again. When I asked you about your joke of the week, I said, hey, have you had diarrhea recently? And you laughed in my face.
I did.
But you did. But
that made me think about it. I forgot about it because I'd had Willie's the night before.
Well, there you go.
And those Tex-Mex places might as well be X-Lax for me. Because the next day I'm always fucked up and it always surprises me. And I'm like, who would have thought? Who knew that this was going to... You knew.
Do you be getting beans and shit? Honestly, my stomach don't get tore up from Mexican like that.
Well, authentic Mexican food, my stomach is fine. But those Chipotle, Moe's, Willie's, Qdoba situations, yeah, my stomach gets fucked up.
Yeah, they be putting some shit in there. Okay, we do have letters.
We didn't talk about Brian McKnight. We gotta do that.
Oh, the boot. Oh shit. Yeah. I'm trying to
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right.
Brian
McKnight. First of all, there's a structural thing happening here. I think a lot of the time, and this is not just black men, I think that it's any male entertainer of color, they try to attain a white family as like some sense of like
that's when you
achievement. That's when you've made it. And normally
rest in peace to Harry Belafonte who invented it.
Rest in peace to Harry Belafonte. And they like, oh y'all then because Jerry Springer died the next day and then everybody like, oh y'all didn't have this same shit from Harry Belafonte. Harry Belafonte would Uncle Phil me out of any room he was in if I was there. So I'm all set on Mr. Harry Belafonte.
Like, who let your black ass
did y'all know it was a nigger? I'm not going in there. Did y'all know it was a black girl in there?
It's a negress
in there. I'm all set. I need my lily white queens. I'm good. I'm all set. He told Eartha it was nothing a black woman could do for him. Imagine giving a nigga some of that yank.
Eartha Kitt.
Woman. Imagine fucking
Santa
a dude.
baby.
And you you're supposed to say that in the group chat. And that's probably the problem back in the day. They had just like group letters, I guess.
Group telegrams.
Yeah, group telegrams. You're not supposed to say that
him and
to
Timmy
me.
And all the other whatever the fuck.
And that toothy one. The small one.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
Was that him? Some TikTok story. And if it's on TikTok, it's true. I don't give a fuck. He once married a white woman so bad, and the mob was like, "Hey, you stay away from this white bitch." I don't know
if that's true.
But yeah, that was just very funny.
Yeah, but no, Brian McKnight is doing something especially heinous, especially telling that white child or whatever it is that she is, that's the daughter he always wanted or something like that.
She made him a girl dad. Like, you're going to hell.
You're going to hell.
I've been cool off Brian McKnight since freshman year of college when he said, "Let me show you how that pussy works," or whatever it was, and I was like,
my mother brought that song up to me, and I thought she was trolling me, and I'm like, why are you talking to me like this? Why would you make this up?
You don't remember?
And she heard it before I did. So like, she's like, have you heard the Brian McKnight Pussy song? And I'm like, what's going on with you, friend? Why would you say that to me? Why would you make that up? She's like, no,
it's real.
it's real. Yeah, no, I'm all set. He's not wrapped up good.
Since then, that's when I knew it was like, oh, Brian's insane.
And
all the signs were there, and then he accused his biological daughter of incest with her cousin, so she sued him for defamation and won.
Good.
Okay, now you gotta pat this a little bit.
It's gonna be patchy.
We understand pat, like with that, it'll make it a little bit better. But that is crazy.
It made it worse, didn't it?
I think it just mixed with your tears and then just...
It's all set. It's fine. Because I don't have any makeup to touch it up.
It's
It'll
fine.
be all right.
They can't see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
And it's like, I also feel like you said, like they feel like getting a white or non-black, because she looks kind of like Asian or something.
This current woman looks like a white to me.
Well, the kids look more Asian.
Oh, yeah.
The kids definitely look Asian.
Sometimes
she
when you
looks
mix them up, they come out like that.
Asian-y. I don't know what's going on, but they're not black.
Wasian. You're silly.
That's the thing.
Wasian?
You never heard of Wasian?
No, I haven't.
The Wasians are a thing. On TikTok, it's like a whole thing. They talk about Wasians and how they act because so many white men marry Asian women. And that's a whole other
I don't know. But like the shit with the daughter, I didn't know about the defamation suit. And then your name is Brian McKnight. You named your son, your eldest son, Brian McKnight. And then you got a newborn and you've named that son Brian McKnight. Are you fucking well?
Yeah, and the people try to compare him to George Foreman. But George Foreman was just insane and named all his kids after himself. Brian McKnight is doing this to be disrespectful.
And George Foreman also might have a touch of the CTE.
All of the boxers do. All of them.
Just a smidge.
He probably kept forgetting he already had a George Foreman Jr. and just kept on naming them more.
I mean, he named the grill George Foreman. So I think he'd name you George Foreman. He'd name it on George Foreman Boulevard. He'd name anything.
George Foreman. That's probably the only two words he knows. He knows. Like group.
George Foreman.
George Foreman.
George Foreman.
Are you hungry, George
Foreman?
What's for breakfast, George Foreman? So yeah, Brian McKnight. I want to hear what Tia Mowry has to say because they dated.
I didn't know. There are things I just don't know.
No, I was playing.
Remember
Sister? He was the professor.
Oh yeah.
That was
okay. Yeah,
and that's when Brian McKnight was like a real heartthrob.
I mean, Brian McKnight has never been particularly attractive to me. He just can sing real good, but he's a normal weird looking nigga.
Yeah.
He's never been a super hot bitch. He's never on my list of super hot R&B singers.
Like, Uncles go, hell no.
Yeah, like I wouldn't fuck him for money.
Damn.
I'm all set.
Johnny Gill was saying he never fucked with him either. And that's like, well, if Johnny don't like you.
Johnny Gill like everybody.
Johnny don't bother us, so.
Don't bother nobody. Child, let's get into this letter.
We got letters, y'all. We just got a letter. Because ain't no telling how long these gonna take.
Okay.
This is real question, not spam. Hey, ladies. Let me start by saying I love the podcast.
We love you too.
It's hilarious and a true source of joy. I started watching a while ago and to see the growth has been beautiful. The consistency, chef's kiss. Thank you.
Period.
A little background on me. I'm mass presenting lesbian. I dress extremely well, smell good, and don't mind paying for shit, unlike most of the niggas out here, period. Mm-hmm. But I am shit at talking to people for the first time. I get two in my head, and in the end, just mute up. I've dated women in the past. We just always start off as friends first. I wanted to know how you guys like to be approached. I don't want to be a corny nigga using lines and shit, but I'm 2 seconds away from asking someone, so you come here often, LOL. P.S. Talley, you're drop dead gorgeous, and I love your intellect. Not a line, just the truth. P.P.S. Mel, you're beautiful as well. No disrespect. So fuck me.
Oh, no.
So yeah.
Ooh.
How do you like being addressed?
I don't. I do the bending usually, just because I'm so mean. You know what I'm saying? Like I try not to. No. I try not to be approached though. I don't really like to be approached. I don't want to be approached. So normally it's me. And I just try to pay genuine compliments to people that are not sexual. You know what I'm saying? Or that won't be perceived as me being a creep.
Yeah, what a nice mouth. Like,
yeah, like, oh, okay. But like if, like for example, like with men, I try to compliment men in the way that I would compliment a woman because I don't think men feel like hot bitches enough. So I will often compliment like a man's smile. Say you have a nice smile, you have nice teeth, or they have pretty skin. I'll say they have nice skin. So just something true about the person that's not going to be off-putting. If you just want to strike up a conversation, I think the difficulty as like a woman, even if you are mass presenting, flirting with another woman, it's hard to get past that am I just being nice thing. Like, and like trying to translate,
bitch,
like, no.
I said you bad.
Bitch, like trying to get like, no, I don't want to be friends. I'm trying to chew you up. But there's no not creepy way to say that.
Yeah.
So just coming off and saying something genuine or something kind. Yeah.
I also be hollering at niggas because, like, I feel like all the baddest bitches I've pulled, I've said something to them first. Because you kind of got to, you know, with the fine ones, they always a little dumb, so you kind of got to hold their hand a little bit.
They be himbos.
They do be himbos, and that's why I like the little dumb ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only one who knows math in these relationships. You know, like, these niggas got to be dumb a little bit. But, yeah, you got to
You're an
just, like,
asshole.
I just want to say, when's the last time I hollered at a nigga? I was in Vegas. I just want to say, you're really handsome. You know, just have a good night. You know, blah, blah, blah. Something like that. Like, you gotta butter them up.
And then when I drink, it's a little different because I don't really have inhibitions in real life, so it's not that my inhibitions are lower. I just get more honest when I see somebody hot and I've been drinking. So I will just, and I've realized that, like, people can get very, very overwhelmed by hearing a lot of nice things at once. But I will tell people, men, women, just like you, I don't know if you know how hot you left the house today. I don't know if you know that.
But you got a lot of motherfucking
But you
nerve.
got a lot of motherfucking nerve coming outside looking how you looking. And that puts the draws around the boys' ankles. Now with women, sometimes they just take it and move
Like,
on.
thanks, girl.
But the boys, when you tell them they came outside looking like a hot bitch, easy work. Easy work.
Men are easy.
Yeah, men are simple.
But for women, it's a little more tricky. I feel like as mass presenting, like, taking a compliment, it's like, okay, I'm being hollered at. So I think it's easy to decipher if you're being hollered at.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like genuine compliment.
And then
people.
also, you come here often if it's like in a space that like a person wouldn't come to often. So if you're in like a niche space, you know what I'm saying? If you're at your fucking local pottery studio, I think it might be appropriate to ask.
Like,
Is this a thing you do? Like, is this something you enjoy? Do you come here often?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you at fucking, I don't know.
If you at Kroger, then that's weird.
It's like fucking, you trying to stalk me? Like, what the fuck
Yeah,
you mean?
yeah.
So yeah, I think,
I didn't even think about the stalky aspect of it.
like, you come here often, how often, so I can come.
Come when you
put in my
come.
trunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm seeing when I am approached. First of all, being fine. I honestly, you can kind of come up to me speak Spanish. As long as you fine, I'm gonna be like, great, this is amazing. Because if you come up to me and you not fine, I'm gonna be like, why? What about me said that you can come up to me talk to me?
Because I don't even really want the fine ones to speak to me. Just because, you know, I've got a real I've seen war type situation going on with these niggas.
But if you must speak to me.
But if you must speak to me, be fine. And it takes a lot for a man to like get past me being intentionally unapproachable. Like, I've been so unapproachable that like I've seen niggas give up like mid-sentence and just be like, you know what?
You have a great night.
I'm all set here. I like when men just say a thing and walk away. That usually hooks me, especially.
Hey, got a lot of ass over there.
No, I'm all set on that. I'm good on that. No, but like if I'm at a party and like a man just like buys me a drink, he says something nice and he fucks
And
off.
then calls away. Then I'll come like, hey,
Then I'll
thanks
be
for the
like,
drink.
yeah, you know, I'll do that. But
Stop. Just don't scare the hoes. Like, I feel like a nigga just, you know, buy a drink and then walk the fuck off.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if we're standing at the bar and you're hollering at me, buy a fucking drink,
man,
nigga.
Brent went out. God damn it, I told you we went to Rocksteady and it was this nigga in there and he bought us drinks, which was nice because, you know, I didn't want to purchase them myself. And he bought us drinks and we thought he fucked off. She and I found a seat because they have really good empanadas at Rocksteady. You should eat those. They're very tasty.
Oh, Rocksteady's delicious. Everything over there is good.
As we sit down so we can order empanadas, here he come. Scaring the hoes. Sat next to Britt the entire time. But like sat next to us pretty much the whole time. And then when we let out, waited with us for our Uber.
Go away.
Go away.
Now you're scaring the other hoes.
But I think sometimes boys feel awkward when they're by themselves in public, so they find like little packs of bitches that make them feel comfortable. Like, I'm here by myself and I didn't realize what this would be. So it might not have even been necessarily that he was trying to like be weird.
But
it might
also,
have, you know how
here.
Lil Baby was following Meg at the award at the Met Gala at that time, where he was just in the back and he's just like, I'm going where she go because I'm uncomfortable. Sometimes I think men are doing that.
That's fair,
Yeah.
but also like even when
I forgot that was your cousin.
Oh yeah, Dominique. Yeah, we know Dominique.
We know, yeah, gang.
Yeah. But like even when we went to fucking with the worst night ever at Bar Vegan, it was started off great, but that nigga who bought the drinks, it was kind of like security, like nah.
Yeah. Yep.
Nigga was like,
That-
niggas trying to come over here, move. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know, this is making me laugh.
That's the it's the hammer dance.
No,
The hammer
it's
dance.
the fucking what video game is that? It's like somebody like
I don't know. It looks like the
Like a
hammer
fucking-
dance.
Some nigga with the before Donkey Kong, we throw the
barrels.
Yes,
Oh,
the nigga
yeah,
just Donkey
yeah.
Kong in
Yeah.
front of it. Move.
Yeah, and that's the one that started that shit. Is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
And
one
it's
that started
like,
that
now violence
shit.
is happening because you won't leave us alone.
Because you won't stop being weird. But just say what's on your mind as long as it's not weird or off-putting. And I think So You Come Here Often is fine if you're in a space that is like very unique. So yeah, cool with me. And thank you for the compliment. I am quite the intellectual. I appreciate that. Let's do that one next. We'll just do that one next. Because I thought we were just going to do one letter per.
Yeah, I was like, we kind of have time for more, but I don't know what that time is. So
I mean, I can read.
These are both long.
Yeah, I can read one of them. I mean, let's just do it.
Okay.
We'll go through it fast. This says Visa Bay. That's the headline. Hey loves, I love the podcast and you're both gorgeous and hilarious. This is the second time. True. Period. I'm 24. I'm from the UK. Oh, welcome, governor. Isn't it? And recently moved to the US. I work from home, so I really haven't had the chance to meet anyone, especially new guys. The niggas here are ... different. A little more emotionally expressive, forward, persistent, and delusional, but they also break more bread. Do they? Anyways, I downloaded Hinge after deleting and re-downloading like 10 times and eventually went on my first date. The guy's cute, 6'9", dating a monster, slim. I go on the date with him. Things are going okay. There wasn't any real chemistry, but I'm trying to be, quote, open because the options are limited. 3 days later, he randomly texts me, quote, I need to tell you something in person. This should have been a big red flag because why? Are you trying to kill me? But I let it go and I meet him at a bar a few days later. Date is going well, and he finally brings up what he wanted to tell me. And this man, who I've known for a maximum of 2 months, never expressed emotional feelings for, asked me to marry him for a passport for $10,000. I'm going to make a note because I have a comment just for that space. Now, I'm okay making money and things are good. I'm probably going to say no, but $10,000 isn't chicken change. I wanted to know whether you guys think I should even consider it. And if you have any tips to meet new people, men or women, excluding dating apps, this is, I have it on Do Not Disturb. I'm sorry. This experience has led me to delete all of them and just going out clubbing and day parties. I've tried all that and I'm stumped. Side note, I'm a curvy girl myself and I never hear curvy girls speak about their weight, so it's been nice to hear you talk about that. I'd love to hear you guys talk more about how it felt growing into your bodies. Hey, that's today! Being sexualized, feeling, quote, used for your body. We can add some of this into the thing. Female friends judging you and sexualizing you. I got that. And how to navigate those feelings. Love the podcast. Thank you.
That was kind.
That was very kind.
I'm so glad we read this because it segues into the episode.
It does. You want to go or should I go?
First of all, nigga, what? This is.
I'm taking the 10 bands.
But he wants. Wait for you.
He's not a citizen. He wants
to go to the UK.
He wants to be here, I guess. Like stay here. He's on a visa probably. She is from here. He wants.
No, I'm from.
I think they're both not from here.
I'm from the UK and recently moved to the US. That's what she said.
I know, but why would he? He wants to give her $10,000 to marry him. That's the ask.
Passport.
No, so he can do what he needs. This is green card marriage.
I know that, but I'm saying he's offering to marry her so she can stay here. That's what it seemed like because she's not from here. I know that, but we're kind of confused. That's what I'm saying. That's what
I think. What I think is happening is that he's like, I need a wife so I can stay here. That's usually how it works. So here's $10,000.
No, I know. That's what I thought too. But that's what I'm saying. She's the one that's from the UK. I'm from the UK and recently moved to the US. So she's the one that would need a green card. So I'm like, why is he marrying her? Does he want to go to the UK? That has to be what it is. You see what I'm saying?
Either way, I would be taking the 10 bands. I don't know what the details are. Obviously, we're confused here. Actually, if you're not going to do it, where is he? But
that's what I'm saying. It seems like it doesn't make sense to me.
Untaxed 10 bands. Hand it here.
I'm going to need 20.
I don't need 20. Hand it here. I'd do it for 7.5.
I know someone who has done this.
Same.
And it was like a shit show. So I'm like.
Yeah, I mean, they could put me in jail. I say they can't put me out. I'm a citizen. But they could put me in the clink, in the brig. Yeah. And I don't want that.
This is big fraud.
I mean, if you
said her name.
Oh. But she didn't say.
Bleep the name.
She signed it.
Yeah, but bleep the name because in case she does do it, now they like.
Oh yeah. Here's evidence. Yeah, bleep the name. Bleep the name.
Bleep the name.
So I mean, if you're not afraid of prison, I don't know what type of person you are, and I don't know what the jails are like in the UK, but they're not great here.
Yeah.
So if you're not afraid of prison, I would. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. And he's 6'9", so tall niggas are weird.
Yeah, he don't even breathe air good
I
up
know
there.
he got his height
Yeah.
on all his profiles.
Yeah, he do.
I personally
I don't
do it.
never meet no niggas that offer me $10,000 for not sex stuff.
Y'all have to consummate it? I don't know. How does that, I don't
Yeah,
know how that
I guess you'd have to fuck them. I wonder if that's built into the price.
works. Butt stuff, what we doing? Like, you just...
If I spend $10,000 on something, I think I want to do some fucking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's kind of... Am I being misogynistic? Because, I mean, $10,000 for doing this is probably enough. You know?
He probably don't want to fuck too.
Yeah. I mean, if they've been on 3 dates...
And he's on Hinge, he wants to fuck you.
If they've been on 3 dates, he likes her. She might not like him. But he likes her.
Or he was building them 3 dates up for this very
For this... Oh, yeah. That's freaky. That's also, I mean, it's better than the dudes who go on 3 days with you and they want to live on your sofa.
They want to live in that bed.
They want to live in that bed.
They want to live in that
The
bed.
hobosexuals.
This is,
I don't know. You're in a fucking doozy, friend.
I personally would not do it.
I make terrible decisions. I might consider it.
10 bands, like, I'm thinking like 10 bands, what I could do to make 10 bands, and it would be a lot less than marrying somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you in a bind, like I'm in a bind, Nate, I'd probably
Oh
do
yeah, if
it.
you're in a bind, then sure.
I'd probably, realistically...
But you said you're not in a bind. You're making okay
Yeah, you're
money.
making money. If I was to marry somebody for money, you said 20. I think 20 is a good point.
At the honestly,
I'd probably do it between, if I had to be realistic, because $10,000 is like a $20 bill. Like, once you break it, you've spent
gone.
it.
It's gone.
So I'd probably say in between like 15 and 25 would be a good space for me to be like, yeah, I think I will.
Yeah, for like 4 years
Yeah.
ago, I would have took the 10 bands.
Yeah.
Today, now that I think about it, again, like, now that I'm no longer like where I was, and you think about like how these, as an influencer, I could post a video of my toes and get $10,000.
Post your toes.
Like, for if like, oh, we run a toe ring company, can you make a video for us? And people will give you money for anything. You got the internet, bitch. You may as well just start like, oh, here's learning some England slang, and then you can blow up on TikTok and make $10,000 doing the videos. You ain't got to do all that paperwork, bitch. Like, it's $10,000.
And then you gotta actually like,
and it's inflation. $10,000 ain't what it used to be.
and then you gotta produce evidence of being married to this person. Like, you gotta make it seem real.
And you don't know this man from Adam. You don't know what kind of debt he got.
You
You don't know
don't.
what kind of shit he got going on.
Yeah, and then your state laws. It depends. Like if you marry him and you live in a community property state, and then y'all get a divorce, he's legally entitled to have. You got to do a prenup.
What if
like
you blow up? Right.
You got to do a whole thing.
Prenup, and I don't know how that shit.
No, this is a bad idea, friend.
Don't do it.
It's a terrible idea.
The more we talk about it, it's not
Yeah,
a good
the
idea.
more we
And
talk about
the
it.
fact that he proposed it to you, there's a catch,
Yeah,
and it's gonna be much more worth more than 10,000.
yeah.
The headache that it's gonna be.
You be done spent the 10,000 and be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the time, because it's not that it's gonna be like finished being done. Like, when do you get to get a divorce? It's too many questions. Send us more details. Send
And
us more
also,
things.
like, $10,000 in 2023, that's 3 eggs,
Yeah,
just 3.
yeah. Not even 3 cartons.
That's not even a whole like omelet. So that's good. But I'm glad that you allowed us to segue into
Yes.
the topic.
Oh yeah, talking about our bodies.
So, before we get into the topic, make
Yes.
sure you guys follow us on everything at Jokes on You Pod. If you have
Yes.
a letter, jokesonyupod@gmail.com.
Yes. Also, if you need an ad for anything, you can send us
Yeah,
those
small
things.
businesses, please
Small businesses,
email us. We can start
email
doing some
us.
ads. We do have a nice
Yes.
little following, and we all have our personal.
We can do
friends.
some promo on here, some promotion,
Yeah, make sure y'all follow us on
and
everything.
run the YouTube us. That's where the dollars are. We need the YouTube dollars. So keep running up. Thank you for 1,000+ subscribers on our YouTube. Thank you so much for
Thank
that.
you
We
for
really
that.
appreciate
Y'all did
it.
great with some of my episodes.
I'm itching
too.
like I got a monkey on my back. Jesus, my skin is, I don't know if it's dry. I don't know. Whatever. But thank you so much for
Yes.
1,000 subscribers on
We're doing great. We're just trying to grow. We're trying to do great. So just keep on sharing. Give it to a friend. Live tweet like we ask y'all continuously. Tweet the episode, damn, before we get into it. So,
Yes.
yeah.
So this young lady on TikTok, first of all, it's so upsetting when videos on TikTok make it to Twitter, because that's not the intended audience most of the time. And then the audience on Twitter is just, they be be telling you kill yourself and shit. It's just not great.
Over
anything. But this video where this lady was making points, she just didn't articulate herself well. She was expressing that like working out and being fit and your goal is to lose weight is fat phobic. And I think that there are two sides to that coin. I get why somebody would watch the video and question and be like, this is an ignorant bitch. But I also think people were being intentionally dense about the point that she was making. So let's talk about how we think fat phobia is incorporated into the things that we want to do physically and the way that we want to look. So let's get into that.
Absolutely. So she was right. And I feel like when the fat activists get in their bag, people are, again, being intentionally obtuse about it, but it's like, you know what the fuck she's talking about,
right?
And y'all are also a part of it. Like, even the tweets that would go like, not wanting to be fat is fat phobic, or like they say, like going to the gym is body modification, just like getting plastic surgery is,
which is true,
which is also true. Like, all of it's true. And guess what? I'm just going to be fat phobic, baby. I am, but we are socialized to be that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can't. There's not really much we can do about it, and it's a very broad thing. And
I think the issue I think the point that she was trying to raise, and if she happens to ever hear this, if I'm putting words in your mouth, let me know. We've both been down to 140 something pounds. I don't know if you ever hit the big 2, but I have. I've been up to 200 pounds. I actually got to 210 pounds at one point, which I looked so good to be that weight. And even saying that sentence, like, why wouldn't I look good to be that way? You're socialized, feel that way.
You're socialized.
I think that for me personally, my internalized fat phobia, is this something else in my fucking eye?
Yeah, that's probably how the first thing got in your eye, because it was like on your nose first.
Okay. I think that for me, I've seen how fat people get treated.
Absolutely.
And I've seen how fat people who don't have a conventionally attractive shape get treated. The only thing that keeps me from getting called a fat bitch more than I'm already called a fat bitch is that I've got a killer shape. But if I didn't, and my shape how to save a life.
Shape
saves me.
And I'm pushing it. But this fucking shape
is shaping.
It's shaping.
But I think the point she's trying to make is like, life gets difficult when you are treated poorly because of how much you weigh. Remove how you feel physically. Remove, I feel better when I work out, or I just like the way my body looks when I'm smaller. Whatever, fine. You get treated different romantically. You get treated different by men. You get treated different in your friendship circles.
Ooh, family.
Hoes you've known for 1,000 years will be so mean when you gain weight.
Yeah.
And so I think you're like, I just don't want to deal with the ramifications of my body changing in real time. So I'm going to outrun this fat because I like the way I'm treated now, or I want to be treated better. And in your mind, I think you're like, getting fat, which we need to stop making that a bad word as well, will only make it worse. I think that's the point that she's trying to make. And it's like, yeah, I'm scared of that. I'm scared of people.
Absolutely. And I can say that. And it's like, you know what? And as the fat activists, people who are like fat for real, because it's like, it's that the fat spectrum, the people who like really been born into this and really into the whole, how do I say, not lore because it's not fake, but like, you know, the whole, if you deep in it, you know how
like
to,
you've lived the life.
I'm not to argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you about that, because you are absolutely right, and I have the privilege of, again, having a shape. Like, granted, I'm like 190. I don't know how much I weigh today. It depends on the day, but like, I can't tell you what is not fat phobic. So if you say it's fat phobic, fuck it, yeah. And the logic, it makes sense, because I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about it. And I can say I've been socialized to be this. So if that's what fat phobic is, I'll be that.
I'm a lot of different kind of phobics. Yeah. I praise God and not trying to like, you know, be like super like up my own ass, but like a lot of wonderful things have happened to me simply because I'm a pretty person.
Privilege.
I'm sorry. I'm a little scared of being ugly. If I lost my front teeth right now, I don't know if that's ugly phobic, but if I lost any of my money teeth, I'd be miserable. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's okay to share those things out loud, but I get the point that she was making, that like, I've reframed exercise for myself, and I've gotten more toned and lost more weight now that I'm not like, I want to be super small. I'm like, I genuinely should just start treating my body better. So I get what she was saying, that like, you should want to do exercise because you want to be healthy and you want to feel better. Like, we see Lizzo is a pretty active person. She works out a lot. I don't think her goal is to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? And people think that if you're a certain size or you weigh a certain amount that you can't be healthy. And that's not, it's just simply not true.
Because the skinny bitches eat hot Cheetos.
Ramen noodles and doing lean and all sorts of shit and eating pounds and slabs of pork sausage.
They just skinny because that's what they're supposed to be.
You're supposed to be. And then that's also another part of it.
It's genetics.
I come from not necessarily a big family. We're not small. You know what I'm saying? Like we curvy women. I'm not supposed to be
skinny.
Tiny.
Yeah, for
that's
me,
not supposed to happen.
I'm working out because I want to be smaller. And I don't want to be 140. If I can get back to that 169 sweet spot,
girl,
I would be happy. I want my body to be
smaller. It takes so long for me to lose weight.
Phobic. I can acknowledge that.
This here,
bitch,
this is driving me fucking crazy.
I did a TikTok and this coochie right here, I was like,
the last time I had a penis in my mouth, I could see myself in the mirror. And this fucking turkey gullet, I started crying. Like, and I couldn't stop because I'm already here. But like,
it's like our bodies.
And I've not seen my face like that. And then like, I'll talk to like older ladies about like gaining weight and just your body changing, whether you gain weight or not, just like as you get older. Like, no, you start losing definition in your face. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm fucked up. Now I'm slathering my neck in retinol because I don't know, man. I got too many problems to have a turkey gullet. Also,
and that's the thing. Like when I was poor, I realized like I was poor because I was skinny because I was poor and I couldn't eat. Now I was like, if I'm hungry, I'm going to go get some food.
Right.
And now it's like, bitch, now the food's sitting here. It's like, ah. Mm-hmm. And then for me, also my weight gain, now that I've gone to all the doctors and all the shit, it's because I have a stomach issue. So it's not even so much I just eat like a fat pig. Like, no, bitch, you have something going on with your stomach. And now I'm trying to fight that. And it's like, I'm allergic to sweat. I'm allergic to most vegetables and fruits.
You allergic to sweat?
I will break out in full hives when I sweat and do cardio.
That's terrible.
It's awful. So I have so much work against me. It's like the weight's just like
the weight and the thing that pisses me off, seeing my thin friends literally just, it hurts my feelings so much because again, everybody can't have everything. Seeing my thinner friends just pack away food, and not even they don't have to think about it. I've got 2 genuinely small friends. They eat whatever they want. And I don't think I've ever expressed to them like how jealous I am of that. But like the fact that you can just pound pasta and fucking cupcakes and just eat whatever you want, it drives me crazy because I gotta split the cupcake in half. I gotta eat because I just want to taste it. I can't just eat the whole shit. That drives me insane and I feel so unfair.
I went to Subway with my skinny friend. This bitch got a fucking foot long. Like stack, ate that whole. I'm sitting here, and I ain't never had a foot long in my life. If I have a foot long, I have one for that.
I ain't eating 12 inches of nothing but dick. If I finish a 12-inch sandwich, take me to the hospital.
Literally,
take me to the hospital.
If I get a 12 inch, it's because I'm saving one for tomorrow.
I get a pub sub, I can eat that bitch for 4 days. I could.
Like when I tell you, and just to watch her eat the whole thing. Here I am, my little Italian BMT. This bitch,
like they be eating Scooby-Doo sandwiches.
Shaggy and Scooby just, and I'm sitting here like,
and you be wanting to cry. You know the drawing of the dude who's smiling and it's a mask though, and then under the mask like he mad as hell. That's me. I'm like, or like because you know like I love to drink whiskey. I have to consider what I want for my body even while I'm consuming alcohol. Like I don't really like tequila. I drink it because it's better for you and it's not so much sugar because whiskey is just liquid bread, you know? So it's like I spend all day eating good for what? To drink 3 whiskeys and I might as well have had a Big Mac. You know, it's all so much. But I'm incredibly jealous and need to talk to the lady about the fact that like my friends with higher metabolisms or my friends that are thin can just do whatever. And even the weight that I've lost recently, I didn't work out while I was on my period.
And you may as well have just.
I may as well have never worked out. I mean, I didn't gain all the weight back, but I could see in my body that like this is gonna have to be a thing that I do every single day. And then bitches just have abs and they just have them. I saw a man at the park, full beer belly, abs on top. I don't get shit. He had a gut, big Gucci gut, fat Gucci, abs on top. Are you fucking kidding me?
Did he go get the Drake?
Huh?
Did he go get the Drake?
I don't know what he got, but he had some abs on top of that gut.
That's crazy.
I was pissed.
I didn't want abs. And it's like my stomach, not even, like when I take my clothes off, it's fine. But as soon as I put clothes on, it's like, yeah, let me roll up and fold up. And it's like, bitch, you not even, bitch, you ain't got no fucking roll.
That's why I wear that's why people, and I've had family members make comments about how I don't wear a lot of clothes. That feels like what my body looks best in. Because when I'm wearing regular clothes, my body looks heavy. It looks bunched up. But when I dress slutty,
I look smaller.
And that's just, I don't wonder what that is.
No, I literally like, because you know, like cargos.
My voice is all high because I'm really hurt. I'm really stressed out.
I fucking feel it. So like, and then it's like, even with, I was hanging out with my skinny friends. I was in LA. So like in LA, I'm the biggest bitch you ever seen. Like when I walk in the room, it's like, like fucking Family Guy. That's how big I am in LA. And it's like, we went out. When I went to Universal, my friend's skinny and she's small. It's not her fault or nothing. Like she's nothing. She
and no shade to the skinny bitches. I know we joke.
Y'all don't ask for.
Please do not be calling me no gargantuan fat whale.
If I called you a big fucking beluga, like girl,
please. I'm jealous of you. That I said it. Well, I'm hating. There it is.
I actually don't want to be skinny. I just want to be.
I don't want to be skinny.
I want to look like I did a couple years ago. I'm competing with that bitch.
But I was calling that bitch fat.
And I was being so mean to her.
I was being so mean to her. And she was so fucking hot.
She was beautiful.
Anyway. I mean, she's beautiful currently. But that was a hot bitch.
That was a hot bitch.
Yeah.
And if I had the money, because I didn't have no money for cute clothes back then, and I was skinny, if I could have the body and this money, I'd be great. But anyway, I went to Universal, and I had the cargo pants on because those are in now. And I had like a graphic tee that wasn't tight. And I was like, I look like a whale. Let me go put on something slutty so I can feel smaller, because it just like was swallowing me up. And when you already bigger, to try to wear baggy clothes, you look twice as big.
But then everything you put on, and I think that's what the listener brought up in her letter. Everything you put on, I hate. My body is so sexualized.
Oh man,
I can't even, like, the fact that like this top that you have on here. You've got great tits, and it's not like, oh, she's got her big giant porn tits out. You know, anytime you wear a tank top with no bra, it's like, oh, she's just a woman in a tank top. I feel like I'm always being looked at, which is part of the reason I lean into it, because I'm just like, if people are gonna make me fucking Sarah Bartman and I'm gonna have the clown big fat ass and big fat tits, I might as well like
lean into it
because I'm gonna be perceived either way. But being sexualized all the time is really like stressful. Even like when I used to have to work in an office, like I can't even wear a regular work dress because I look like HR porn. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not
big busty
big
HR.
Big busty HR rep like gets drilled in a conference room. I don't want that. Yeah. And it's very difficult when you work in a male dominated field to have men that you work with get past that. It happens to me professionally. It happens to me in comedy too. Like,
let's not even start about comedy. Because like being a young high bitch in comedy and with these fucking delinquents and
fucking delinquents that want you to suck dick for 7 minutes of stage time.
For 7 minutes stage time in a fucking random fucking bar in the middle of
sweaty broke dick at that.
Sweaty broke dick. I don't want y'all niggas.
I'm all set. No, I'll go tell jokes on the corner like a lunatic before I do that. You want to laugh? Hear ye.
Middle of the belt line. That's actually a genius idea. Just like do stand up on the belt line. Just get a little bucket. But anyway,
we're gonna break dance. We gotta put together. It'll be a variety show.
Now that you're here,
you can sing there. You gonna sing on the belt line? I'll allow it.
Black bitch lunatic stabbed since white men are the vigilantes of the day.
Oh my God, that man getting fucking murdered on the subway. Did you see that?
Yes.
Jesus
I didn't see
Christ.
the video. I didn't see the video.
I can't see the video. I saw the pictures, but I think he was just yelling about being hungry and tired, and white man choked him out. And you saw the white man beat up on that black lady at the TJ Maxx.
And they said she wasn't even stealing. A story came out. I don't know if it was real.
He banged. I saw that video. He fucking
I saw the video. It was a statement from Facebook, but I'm like, it's also Facebook, and you can just screenshot things, and now this is a fact. But they said that particular thing, which may not have been true, was saying that she wasn't even stealing. It definitely looked like they were stealing because they were running full speed out of there. But anyway, still don't deserve that from white men. Let me be very clear.
And if someone's, and I want to get back on topic, but like, if I see someone stealing, especially if I see someone stealing from a grocery store, or I see someone stealing from a place where they sell like home goods and blankets and like shit like that, I've not seen it. It's not my business. I don't care that this person is stealing from this corporation. I don't.
Even
only reason I'm not stealing is because I don't want to go to jail. That's it. Leave people alone.
And if they stealing diapers and formula, bitch, get some more.
But you know, white folks think they are the adjunct police. That's what that is. They see themselves as an extension of law enforcement.
Back to slavery.
So
and that's a whole nother bag. But anyway, let's just get back on topic. But now that I've gotten bigger, I feel like I attract a different kind of man. Like the niggas that holler at me on the internet look totally different now. And I feel like, yeah, get your big sexy thigh, your big titty in your arms. It's like, okay, now I've attracted like the chubby chaser weird nigga crowd, and it's just like, I'm not comfortable with this.
I don't get that.
It's strange.
I think men get in relationships with me sometimes, and they'll be dating me, or like we'll be doing sex, and I'll be a weight that I'm unhappy with when I meet them, but that's how they met me and they're attracted to me that way. So then when I start losing weight, they like, hold on, Holiday, stop.
That.
I like you how you are.
Right,
yeah, and I'm like, disgusting, but funny. I'm into it.
I was showing my coochie on the side, so it's
no, I just had an idea. Not with you, but a thing. Anyway. But anyway,
you are disgusting.
Yes, go ahead. But no, so that'll always hurt my feelings, because it's like, you got some weird like fat bitch thing going on, and is that why I'm here? You know, like,
yeah.
What is this? But let's move on, because we are doing good, but also not doing good. Fat phobia on social media. Just let me just.
Yeah.
This big back.
Oh my, you're being greedy
and unbig your back is disgusting. It's not funny. And not just because I don't think I have a big back. I might be a big back bitch.
My back isn't that big.
I don't think my back is big, but it's so nasty. And now I'm being mean to skinny bitches. You skinny bitches that are saying that shit are punching down. It's so nasty. You gotta think about the things that you say, especially if you are a naturally small person, or your body, even myself. I would not even say that to somebody, and I'm not small. Yeah. You have a conventionally attractive shape. Telling somebody that they should unbig their back, or talking about how you don't want your back to get big, knowing good and fucking well
your back was never big and
it's not getting big. It's so, I hate it. That's the thing I hate most about the internet right now, because fat phobia is coming back in full swing. Heroin chic is coming back.
Yeah.
People taking out implants. It's about to get real difficult to be a not small person, and I hate it.
Yeah, I would joke about that, because I'm like, when the Kardashians took their asses out, I was like, oh fuck. When I saw Lori Harvey at Essence Fest, I'm like, this bitch is skinny. She has a BBL and she's skinny.
Yeah.
Skinny is coming back in. So now it's just like, the unbig your back, like, be fucking for real. And some of y'all bitches' backs is just big.
And that's okay. Some people are gonna be small in the waist and small everywhere else, and you might just have broad shoulders. You might just have a big back. It's not even like a fat thing. That's just a genuinely body shamey thing. Yeah. I can be a rude bitch, but some things we've just got to be more gentle with one another.
And some people,
especially now, you can call a bitch a big bag bitch if y'all into it.
Now, and that's the thing, and that's how I know God is not through with me, because I'm gonna call a bitch a big bad built walrus at, you know what I'm saying, in mid argument, which is also problematic, and I can acknowledge that. But this whole big bag is just like, oh, give it a fucking rest. And it's like the big sloppy, greedy, blah blah blah. It's just like, okay,
yeah,
all right, everybody.
Because the fat shit, and if you can't see me, I'm doing quotes. The fat shit that I see people do is always somebody thin. And some of that's fetish content, but it's always somebody thin doing the shit that where it's like, oh, I'm just a big fat greedy nasty bitch. I've never seen a fat person behave this way. You're actually fucking degenerate. You're doing you're being weird, and you're trying to make it seem like this is something that big bitches do. No, friend, that's all you. You frying fries in your bed. That's not. I've never heard of such a thing. Did you see that? Somebody frying frozen fries in their bed?
Oh, I did see that. It was like a hot plate, some kind of like all-in-one. Like,
fries weren't even done.
And yeah, and like, the extremes, I think that's what's so dangerous about like the 600-pound life situations, because like those are very extreme. Like, because that lady was frying the fuck out that chicken in her bed, and it looked very good.
What?
You never watched 600 Pounds?
I don't like it. I don't like the show.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying, but like,
I feel like I'm watching something I shouldn't.
Yeah, and it's like people eat that shit up. And it's like, and also it'd be big people who watch that, like, I ain't that big. And it's just like,
we just gotta really start making our big brains go think with the things that we say, regarding the way that people look.
Yeah, and also I do want to talk about this before we move on, because it's kind of it ties into all of this and the fat phobia and all these things. When I got like mildly canceled on my birthday because I made that girl when I wore my bathing suit. When I wore my bathing suit on my birthday, and again, this is me having to deal with my own shit as well. Wore the bathing suit on my birthday, was feeling cute.
This is the pandemic birthday, right?
No, this is last year. When I wore the bathing suit on my birthday and I was in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
And someone DM'd me like, wow, like, you know, so great to see you in all your glory and unedited. And I remixed it for the joke for funny. But like, she was just like, oh, you know, someone built like us, because she said we built the same. And like to see you in a bathing suit is how inspiring, or whatever. And I clicked on her page, it was private, but I was like, we look the same. It's inspiring to see me in a bathing suit, and that's not it's not. I know she meant well, but it's like that doesn't make me feel good. That me existing my body is inspiring because I thought I was just going in a bathing suit.
Yeah, I get it from both sides.
No, I get.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I get, because sometimes I'll see girls that are genuine. I don't know if you, because sometimes when girls be like twin, I'll be like, hey.
That's what and that was what I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But then that's also mean. I feel bad with that too.
And that as well. Yeah. So I get, we're on the same page.
But sometimes I'll see girls that I've been doing a lot of no bra stuff lately and really just been wearing those like pasties that lift up the tits because I'm so tired of wearing a bra and feeling chained to a bra and feeling like I look nasty if I don't have one on, all these things. And I saw a girl on Twitter that was just like, it's not fair that I have to wear a bra every single place that I go and I can't just live and have tits and be a thing. So like that was inspiring to see. Like somebody like shaped like me just kind of saying fuck it and like doing it even though maybe like, you know, it's not like acceptable. You know, so that was nice. But I think the situation with you, I think with both of us, we are also used to being smaller. So we don't see ourselves.
I thought it would be a hot, thick bitch at the pool. And it's like, wow, how strong. You are so
strong. I
love your confidence. It's like, hey, I'm just going to the pool, bitch.
Yeah,
like,
and
hold on.
Yeah. So I get it from both sides.
I get both. And then when I tweeted about it, making a jokey joke, and I made it like, oh, I'm a body positive icon. I'm Lizzo. The Lizzo part was about being a body positive icon, not being big, fat, big back. Yeah. Greedy bitch. That's not what the fuck I said when the guy said, oh, this was fat phobic. And honestly, at the root of it, yeah. Sure. Yeah. Sure it is. Yeah. But it's like, I'm not going to argue with you about it being that, but it is, and that's something I have to get used to, because before I could just go to a bathing suit, and bathing suit would be cheap. That would be the biggest issue. But I look fine. So I'm just used to, I'm thinking, I'm still that. But apparently wow, we have an inclusive pool. This is so great that everyone's invited. I'm inclusive. Damn.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I think we don't talk enough about Black women and body dysmorphia and eating disorders and bulimia and anorexia and all those things. One, because I think Black women are a lot of times thicker. So you can't even really look at a Black woman. A Black woman could be going through full-blown anorexia and you wouldn't know it because of how we're usually shaped. Okay. A Black woman could be fat and dealing with anorexia.
And we can't not be fat because this is how we genetically inclined to just be bigger. And that's the whole thing about it. Like, everybody who's big is not just some big greedy bitch. We just
Did you see that white girl tweet, a Black man hit on me today, I need to get back in the gym? That's one of my favorite Twitter moments.
That's so funny.
That's so funny to me.
Yeah.
But no, I think we should talk more about that. I think Black women kind of just like, a lot of times be just shutting the fuck up about stuff regarding their bodies because you kind of can't win for losing. So if I am having an unhealthy relationship with food, I've had disordered eating before, not in the way that I'm going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm the bulimia queen, because I've never had that issue, but I've had like disordered eating and I've starved myself. The longest I think I went without eating was like 3 or 4 days once. Like, it's been really bad, but I don't think that's a conversation that's had enough because it's seen as a white girl thing. It's seen as a white girl thing, and then when we do stuff like that, it's often framed as this like, oh, I'm just snatching my body, or I'm just, like, drinking all these teas and wearing waist trainers. You're hurting yourself.
No. What we need to talk about is these Black female celebrities pushing these teas and these diet and these supplements.
Because you laid on the table.
You laid on the table, first of all.
With me.
You laid on that fucking table, but the regular girls, like, I need to look like Keisha Dior, so I need to get this tea she talking about. This is not safe.
And a lot of these bitches, I say it all the time, their body is their job. Whether we are talking about influencers or sex workers, their body is a tool for their income.
Yes.
You work at Kohl's. You don't need that. Why would you need to look like that?
I have a joke about that too, because I'm like, why do you have a BBL to work at Buffalo Wild
Why do you
dental hygienist?
Why do you do that?
We don't need that.
So it's like, for me, like,
and these girls are literally killing themselves.
Watching P Valley. I don't know if everybody knows that I danced at the Naked Ballet for a short period of time when I was a younger person, and watching P Valley made me think about that body that I had. And I went back and looked at, I only have one picture from that time, and I went back and looked at my picture, and I was being so mean to myself, because I had visible abs in the picture, there were muscles in my legs, like all these things, and I'm like, why don't you look like that? Da-da-da-da. You literally used to swing from a pole multiple nights a week. That's why you looked like that. Or I look at my body that I had while I was at Georgia State. Yeah, you were skinny. You were walking 6 miles a day and riding dick all day long. That's all you were doing. Of course you were small.
That's how I feel about college too.
Yeah.
Like,
my nose is running. Am I well?
You were eating ramen noodles and Eggos every fucking day. Yeah, you were skinny.
Yeah, you probably had scurvy. You probably had fucking scurvy.
Oatmeal, ramen, waffles. That's
All you were eating. Yeah, and then you would go walk it off because you lived in a walkable area and you had to walk to go do school. Of course you look like that. So I think we should just be more gentle with ourselves. But you hoes, you influencer bitches, and you sex workers are getting a little disingenuous about how your body got like that. And I don't like it. Because some of the days that I look skinny, I'll be honest with people, I drank the tea that make me shit. That's why I looked like that in that picture. That's why I looked like that.
I drank that tea
last
last
week. I'm going to put some tea packets in my luggage and then drink it.
I was thinking, because like,
later.
I got to clear my schedule when I do that shit. Because at least from 10 to like 3, I'm shitting.
And then you always forget you drank it before it starts working. It's like you'll drink it. It takes like 6 or 8 hours to start working, but you forgot. You forgot you drank
Like,
the tea
why
until your
like
stomach
that?
started doing the grinding beat. And now you look
And
stupid.
you be in the middle of doing something like, yeah, so that...
I just wait right there.
I'm gonna be back in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you go,
That's kind of why I enjoy being single, though. That's the type of shit you can do, and you don't have to explain it to anybody. I love living by myself. If you imagine living with a man and you drank that tea. You know what tea I'm talking. The specific tea. Imagine living with a man having to explain that.
I'm be like, hey, I'm about to be shit for like 6 hours. So
I
fuck
used
you.
to make that tea for when he was mean to me. He never. You
stupid.
bitch. That's kind of a poisoning, though. I shouldn't have admitted that. Whatever. I hope he dies. Anyway, cool. So dealing with comments on your appearance, we kind of just talked about that. I don't really care about what people say about me on my platforms. That time that man said I had those big lopsided grandma titties on that YouTube comment, I'll never forget it. That's my villain origin story. That's literally when I go to get my breast reduction, I'm going to tell the doctor that's how important it is, that a stranger said I had big lopsided grandma titties. Yeah. But it bothers me when it's family or like friends and stuff.
Listen.
Oh, man.
Because it's like everybody in his family is fucking big. Not big,
What
but
you
like
say fuck
nobody's
me for?
skinny.
Yeah.
So like, I'm doing the best that I fucking can here.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, I have shape. Because I have 2 very differently shaped sides of my family. And it's like, my Caribbean ancestors are really holding it down with the hourglass over here. But it's like, what you want me to do?
What do you want me to do about it? And it's always a person that like, it's never like like my mom, if I'm getting like out of control and not even like big, but just like my shape isn't shaping, she might say something. But it's always like loose, random family members that you don't really kick it with that bring up stuff about your weight. And it's like, I'll beat you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fucking talk to me like that. Or like with you, I don't have like a core friend group anymore, like of bitches that always hang out together. I distinctly remember one time in my old friend group, I had already weighed more than the girl that people were talking shit about. I just never told anybody my weight because everybody always guesses wrong. You hoes don't need to know how much I weigh. But one of the girls in the group had told everybody that she at the time had gotten to 175. You know what I'm saying? Like that she weighed 175. And then the other 2 just were ripping her to shreds in front of me. And I knew that I weighed more than that by like maybe like 4 or 5 pounds at that point. But they were just ripping her to shreds. Like, why would you even say that? She kind of said that like I was proud of that. And she just been eating so crazy and da-da-da. And I'm just sitting there like, my God. So what is being said when I'm not in the room?
And that's the thing, or even how they comment on themselves, like, girl, I'm just so big, fat, sloppy, girl. Mind you, 135 pounds.
You're 135
girl, I'm just so
pounds.
fat. Girl, look, I done hit 120. Like, it's just like, shut the fuck up.
I will literally
so what do you say when
trench bowl you across the fucking room.
Stop fucking playing with me. And it's like, you just, and it's like, I gotta sit here. And
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Yes,
I
like,
honestly,
I'm not even that. I have to do with my own body as much as I already do. I would like y'all to leave me alone.
I would like you to stop talking to me about it. Just like straight up.
Absolutely.
Just leave me. I don't want to be. Don't talk to me about other people's weight. Really don't talk to me about your weight. You know what I'm saying? Like and sometimes I say self-deprecating things about my weight in front of people, and I'm working on that too. Yeah. Because I will say self-deprecating things in front of a person that I know is having body image issues that are like way more valid. Thank you. Way more valid than what I'm saying. So I have to stop. I have to work on that too. So maybe I need to work on that.
Yeah.
Let's go to body goals and build.
Body goals is 2019 me. I think it was a perfect. I don't want to be 150 again. Mm-hmm. That's one is unrealistic, but I'm gonna look fucking sick.
Your head's gonna look huge. Mine too.
It wasn't that because I think my head was a little smaller because it had kind of. But I don't want to be 150 again. If I can get to that 170, and it's like my tits are amazing. I've gotten to a C cup. I know because this is one of the most recent things I got. They're gonna go. I don't want to lose my titties. My ass has been my ass since for the past 50 pounds. The ass is not going nowhere. The thighs, I think this extra little tender meat up in here, you know, but like, I like my shape and I like my body, and it's doing what it needs to do, and my ass gonna always be fat. I just want to get down to like that 170 that I looked like pre-pandemic.
I'd be comfortable. When I was in the start of 2019, I was 167 pounds. And I
think same, Loki.
Yeah, I was 167 pounds. And then I would say around my breakup with Patrick, I was maybe fluctuate between 175 and 180. I'm super comfortable with 180, 185 right now because I don't like to be small. I genuinely don't like the experience of it. A 180, 185, because I want to keep my size in case I got to kill a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to be like a sparring weight. I like to be able to like really like work out. If I can get to 185, the lowest I've been in the past week has been like 194. I think I might have been like 196 this morning. If I could, because I like I said, I came down 210. I think I might have been like really bigger, much bigger, and on my period when I weighed that. But like for real, I got to 207 for real. Like no period, no water weight, nothing. I got to 207. So I've come to 194, 196 from 207. So for me, because I'm doing fucking great. Yeah. But if I could get to if I could see a 1.8 anything on the scale within the next month, I'm happy. Even I'll take a 189 right now. I'm happy with 189.
I think that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I've had to stop. That boy told me as well to stop weighing myself because it would fuck my day up. Because oh dang, I'm 190.
You think about it all day.
I'm 192 today, and I was 187 yesterday. Like it'll be, but my weight fluctuates that crazy. I'll lose 5 pounds in a day just because it's like water weight or I ain't taking shit or whatever.
Or you did a lot of walking.
Yeah, so
I was really skinny when we came back from Cedar Point that time. Thin. I was.
If I can get back to that 175, even like my 2020 size, because it was like, but I've gotten attached.
I'm always in between. I have a friend. You're my friend that usually weighs about 8 to 10 pounds less than me, and then I have a friend that usually weighs about 8 to 10 pounds more than me. My goal is to always be in the middle of that. I kind of gauge myself just based off like I know I need to be firmly planted in the middle of these two bitches to be okay with me. All right, we gotta wrap it up. Bye.
I gotta pee, so yeah, bye.
Bye.